Alrighty, so news is out. It's actually a little early, but I'm a little late, so it works out, I guess. It's 9:09 p.m. for me, so it came out at 9 o'clock, which there was time change in the US today, so I don't know exactly how that's going to work out. But it looks like they're going to be doing early maintenance, so 6 p.m. PDT to 9 p.m. PDT. I think that means it's going to be 9 to 12 a.m. for me. 12 a.m. is pretty early for the patch to go live, so I'm actually kind of excited about that. New story, obviously we're going to get the really cool chapter 16.5, where you get to play as, I think you play as the One, and you go against Assault Mode Melee, which is super cool. I'm really excited about this scene. Obviously, we have the new loading screen and everything like that since I think it was the update before last. But yeah, it's a really cool time. I've seen the cutscenes and everything like that on JP, and they did a really good job with it. So I'm excited for that. New hero, my man, Berserk Meliodas is going to be coming out. Obviously, it is a 900 loyalty point reward, so it's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, if you don't have the gems for it, I completely understand if you want to skip him. Honestly, I think he's probably the coolest thing since sliced bread, but the one Escanor is already out, and if you're looking for a unit to kind of skip on, because I know Merlin is probably going to be coming out somewhat soonish after this festival ends, if not right after, you might be able to skip this one, because obviously there's a lot of team prep that goes into like his character and everything like that. You got to have a whole, like, basically a whole new team to go around it, and a lot of the commandments that are popular with using Assault Mode Meliodas are not popular commandments. Like Blue Droll is okay, like he's kind of gotten decent popularity through a lot of like YouTube usage and stuff like that, but not a lot of people really use Red Melascula. Just the just random units that you can kind of use with it. I guess, I mean, those are really the only two that you need, plus maybe Zeldris in the back, but I don't know. Obviously, it's really up to you, and depending on how many gems you have, definitely gauge the situation. But yeah, able to be acquired in the Holy War Festival draw event. I'm so excited that he's a green unit too. I like the fact that it's a green Meliodas. He's so cool too. I'm so excited about it. And I hate that because, like, I know that Global's in a weird spot, but I've been waiting for the character forever. Okay, and we're also getting these really cool commandment outfits, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they're all free or not, but I'm pretty sure the new Ludo costume should be coming out with this as well, so I'll finally be able to get the one Ludo headpiece that everybody's missing at the moment. Hawk Pass loyalty shop now open. Okay, so they're redoing the Hawk Pass and everything like that for this event, which is going to be really interesting. So there's going to be a whole new Hawk Pass. Hawk's Awesome Cards event. So I think this is the one where you just like flip the cards over and they give you various rewards, if I'm not mistaken. I guess, those are the same cards that we used to get. So that's kind of cool. Lucky Box event. It looks like we're going to get diamonds. I'm kind of hoping that they're a little bit more generous with like events and diamonds and stuff like that in the next couple of weeks and so, because obviously there's a lot of big characters coming out, and at this point I'm really tempted to just go ahead and completely block the new like Mark II Valenti out of my mind, even though she's really, really cool and I really, really want her. I think with Merlin coming out probably shortly after this festival ends, it's probably going to be more worth it for me to just save diamonds and just go ahead and skip that banner, because it's probably going to be a 600 loyalty reward banner, and I don't think I can really bear to spend so much on this banner and then the Valenti banner and still have enough to like guarantee myself a copy of Merlin. Plus there's a lot of like collab files in the game right now, so who knows when a collab's going to come out. Like they could really literally just drop it at any time, and no one's going to have gems for it. It's going to be awful. So yeah, very interesting. Power up check-in event. Holy War Festival special mission, so I'm assuming they're probably going to give out another free multis worth of tickets and stuff like that for the banner, which will be kind of nice. If not, they'll do it for the the part 2 of the festival, like banner, whatever they end up doing for like the 2-week. It'll probably be the Mark II Valenti banner, if anything, but I think that'll be part 2 of the special missions. Holy War Festival, blah, blah, blah. Special missions, Hawk's Awesome Cards, Diamond Perks event. So if you spend diamonds, you're going to get rewards back for that. Normally they end up giving you a pretty decent amount of like anvils and hammers And then I think I can't remember what they did in the last one exactly, but I'm pretty sure they'll end up giving out some like Super Awakening coins and stuff like that, which will be really cool. There's going to be buff events. Not quite sure exactly what that is, just off of those two words, but 2 times XP for player rank, which is kind of nice if you haven't already reached like maximum player rank. Hero enhanced super and ultra success rate increase, and also salvage increase. I'm pretty sure these two are already still going on, and this one might even actually be going on as well, so I don't think really any of this stuff is noteworthy, but it's going to be, I guess, extended past what normally would happen, because normally as soon as the festivals are over with, they kind of stop doing that kind of stuff, but since they're doing 2 festivals literally back to back, this stuff is just going to kind of persist. Okay. Final Boss Season 7. Obviously, Final Boss Escanor is coming, which is really interesting. There's probably going to be a huge influx of people using Green Escanor. I know there's already a lot of people using Green Escanor to kind of counteract the 1 Escanor a little bit, because he's green unit, and you can obviously fight, the 1 because he's blue. And he does good damage. There's probably going to be a huge influx of people using Green Escanor, and maybe even some Red Escanors, just because of this outfit coming out. So yeah, kind of, I guess if you want to like strategize against the meta on PvP, you could probably go ahead and assume that Escanor is going to be a big contender, like the old Escanors, not the 1 Escanor. Lucky box event, so they always end up doing these lucky boxes. Be the winner of up to 1,000 diamonds. Okay, so that's huge. That's more than an entire rotation on the banner, but obviously you never know. I don't know. This will probably just be some sort of like really like lucky sort of thing, unless they're generous with it and they're going to give regular people a better chance to get a decent amount of diamonds out of stuff like this. Then I really don't know, but I don't know. They've done like a couple of different events in the past where it's like, hey, like you can roll 3 times a day or whatever, and depending on what you roll, you get rewards or whatever out of it. They've done a couple of different kinds of events and stuff like that, so maybe this is something sort of like those events, and they'll end up giving us a pretty decent amount of rewards. Special Hawk Pass. Collect Hawk Pass loyalty points and exchange them for special costumes. So if I'm not mistaken, I don't know exactly what all the special Hawk Pass or like the new Hawk Pass sort of revamp sort of entails, because I haven't messed with it at all on JP. But from my understanding, I think you just build up sort of like a currency from doing the missions and stuff like that from Hawk Pass now. If you even still do missions, I'm not quite sure, like I'm saying. But you kind of just build up points, and then the Hawk Pass ends up being like sort of like an exchange shop where you can use those points to buy different kinds of costumes and stuff like that for characters. And I'm not sure if they actually have other rewards and stuff in there or not, or if it's just costumes, but from my understanding, I think there was even some of the summer costumes and stuff like that for some of the OC characters from last year on JP. So I think some of the costumes and stuff like that are going to be like actually decent to pick up. So the Hawk Pass might actually have a little bit more value now, which is actually kind of cool. There's going to be a new growth event with the trio of troublemakers, of course. They bring that one around every so often. They're actually adding I think they released these costumes right here for Halloween year 1 on JP, if I'm not mistaken. Dogs are rolling around the carpet. But yeah, this Zeldris costume is pretty cool. And then I think some of these other costumes might be actually pretty decent too. I haven't really seen all of them. The best, but yeah, some of these costumes are kind of cool. Obviously they're adding Melly's costumes, which is really neat, and then 3 costume sets, and then the Legends 1 costume set. I don't know if there's I can't even remember if there is a Legends 2 costume set on JP or not, but I definitely remember these costumes. I'm pretty sure there is a Legends 2 costume set, because I think Derriere is in that one. Holy War Festival bundles. It looks like you're going to be able to buy a whole bunch of costume enhanced materials. Looks like equipment upgrade stuff. They're doing this ticket as well, so I don't know how to feel about this. Awesome UR Max Draw bundle randomly gets one of the 3 units or of heroes below already at UR level 80 and fully awakened. So you get it randomly, so you can't even choose to get Green Gother, which is kind of a letdown there. But I already have these 2 units, and I don't have I don't have this red like wedding Deanne, and nor do I really care. So that's definitely not going to be something that I'm worried about getting. But honestly, this Deanne's not worth getting, like not worth buying for sure. Hawk and Oslo are interesting, I guess, because this will be the first time that you'll be able to get this character since they released him originally on Global. And then Green Gother is a really good unit in general. So I guess if, depending on the price of this, which is probably going to be at least $40 or more, I'm assuming. I really don't think this will be worth it, but maybe if you're really desperate to try to get Green Gother, or maybe you didn't have the chance to summon for Hawk and Oslo whenever they first came out. So I don't know. You're gonna have to determine the value of that for yourself. But honestly, I don't think that that's worth it, depending on the price. Obviously, if it's like $20 or something like that, maybe I would be willing to buy that. But even then, I already have these two characters, which are the best ones out of the ticket. So for me, that is a definite skip. Festival costume enhanced bundle. Festival equipment, hero acquisition bundles. Okay. Knighthood competition and increased number of participants. I don't really know what that is specifically. I think they're adding, or the like the guild wars or whatever like that. I can't remember exactly what they're calling it, but I think that has something to do with that. Increased participation. Increase the number of leagues from 8 to 10. Total 40 knighthoods. Okay. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is talking about because I've not been able to mess with that game mode at all, but I'm sure Seaton may end up being able to give some sort of context on that stuff. System changes, Ten Commandments hero buffs. It looks like Monspeed's getting a buff, which is actually kind of cool. It looks like Pierce rate's going up a little bit. Crit chance is going up a little bit. Actually, it's doubling technically. Crit damage is going up a little bit. Lifesteal is from 0 to 5. Okay. So that's kind of nice, I guess. Just buffing the characters that already kind of need it, to be honest. Crit chance, crit damage, crit defense, lifesteal a little bit. Honestly, I think Galland would be a fun unit to try out in the current meta with like everybody pretty much running Green Gother or Red Gother on the team at the moment. I think it would really like be fun to kind of try and like shut that down because everybody uses Gother at the moment. But then again, they pretty much just use Gother for his attack card nowadays. Like, yeah, the rank up is very nice, but I think you could play around not using Invasion Arrow, kinda. So, I don't know. Gloxenia is getting a little bit of a buff, which is kind of cool. I know a lot of people have been getting more into Gloxenia because of, like, Seaton's coverage on him. But, I don't know. I would like to try Gloxenia out. I just haven't got around to it, really. Melascula is getting more resistance and more recovery rate, which is kind of cool. Adjusted the base stats, blah, blah, blah. And it looks like this new Green Arthur, which is the PvE god, is getting added to the race draw tickets and the human draw tickets. Ending events, so they're going to be ending all of the one festival stuff. So make sure if you haven't got the one yet and you have any chance of like, or you have any diamonds at this point, make sure that you try to get him before he goes away. So yeah. Removing the 3 festival heroes from the Platinum shop as well. I wonder if they're going to be doing something to replace that at all, because from my understanding, I think Assault Mode Meliodas doesn't have any of the other he doesn't have any of the other festival units on his banner. So that's going to be a really interesting thing to see. Looks like the one festival events are going to be ending. Homecoming events are going to be ending. Growth event is going to be over with, and then a bunch of the bundles and stuff like that are going to be ending as well. So that is pretty much it. Obviously, it's going to be a big one. We're getting, assault mode. We're getting a new final boss. We're getting a bunch of new events and stuff like that. Looks like we're going to get some new costumes and stuff. I think these costumes are going to end up being free. And from the looks of it, with this axe being bundled with the whole Hawk Pass thing, maybe the new Hawk Pass is going to have the new pirate costume or whatever for the one Escanor, which would be kind of interesting because depending on how you acquire the points and stuff like that to trade, that probably is going to be a costume that people are going to want to try to get. So yeah, any sort of cosmetics for him is nice, but that's pretty much it. The new story chapter I'm actually kind of excited for and everything. So that is pretty much going to be it from me. I'm not going to be able to put out, or I'm not going to put out a video for Monday specifically. This is pretty much going to cover Monday, and then I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing a live stream tomorrow night for the actual launch of the update and everything like that, and we'll try to do some summons and mess around. a little bit there. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. If you want to tune in for that, you know, make sure you subscribe or whatever, so that way you can actually get notified whenever I start the stream and everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video or whenever. So yeah, see you then.